Hey guys, welcome to our Distance Learning Day presentation. Today we're going to be looking at photosynthesis and light. How do plants use light, how does it work, and how exactly does photosynthesis allow them to make energy. So again, as always, feel free to pause it whenever you need to take some more notes, listen to part of it again, and here we go. Hope you guys are ready. The first thing I want you guys to think about today is that sunlight is a form of energy. You can feel that energy heating up our planet. You can see it as you look at objects around you. Light allows us to see things. Without light, we don't see anything. We think of white light as just that, white light. But what I want you to notice on the picture of the prism here, and if you've ever played with a prism or watched how light sometimes refracts or moves through glass, is that sometimes that white light can get split. And when it gets split, you get to see all the different colors that are actually in that white light. The white light here is passing into the prism, and as it's coming out, it's bending, and you're seeing red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, all those colors of the rainbow, what we call the visible spectrum. So what is the visible spectrum exactly? Again, it's just those colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Nice, easy way to remember this is to think of the name Roy G. Biv. Put that all together in your head. We call it the visible spectrum because it's the light that we can see. There are other lights that we can't see. There's ultraviolet on one side, and there's infrared. We use both of those in different things, and some animals can actually see them, we believe, but we can't. So for human beings, we see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and we call that the visible spectrum. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how light actually works. Okay, now as we've already said, the light that you see is called white light, and that light is made up of all those different colors that we've already looked at. When light hits an object, it can do a number of things. In glass and other transparent materials, it can pass right through. Some things, like mirrors or other shiny surfaces, reflect light. A lot of dark objects are going to go ahead and absorb or hold on to that light. So there's a number of different things that can happen. Most objects, however, are going to do a little bit of two. They're going to both reflect and absorb some of the light. The light that is absorbed stays there, and that energy stays there. The light that is reflected comes to our eyes, and that's what we see. Whatever color is reflected, that's the color that we're going to see when we look at that object. Let's take a look at a couple different objects and see how this works. Okay, so we've got 4 different objects here: a red apple, a white shirt, a black hat, and some green leaves, of course, since we're doing plants right now. What I want you to see is when you're looking at that red apple, what's happening when you're looking at a red apple is as the white light hits the apple, all of the colors except red are absorbed. Red is reflected. The red light is what comes to your eyes, and therefore it looks red to you. The green leaf is very similar. Most of the colors except green are going to be absorbed. Green is reflected. It looks green. Any color that you're looking at, that's how it's going to work. And obviously we get blends of colors, we can get mixes of colors, but black and white are a little bit different, and I want to talk about them separately. When you're looking at something that's white, it's reflecting white light back at you, which means it's reflecting all of the colors. Anything that's white is reflecting all of the colors of that visible spectrum to your eye, so you get all of them and you see it as white. Black's just the opposite. When you're looking at something that's black, it's absorbing all of the colors, all of the light. None of the light is hitting your eye, and therefore the object looks black. This sometimes is a little confusing because it's the opposite of what you do to mix colors. Obviously, white is the absence of color when you're talking about paint. But when we're talking about light, white is all of the colors, black is absorbing all the colors and reflecting none of the colors. So I just want you guys to think about that. Take a look at some objects around you. Just think about what lights they're reflecting to your eyes and allowing you to see them.